Thought we lost our washer. Oh no. What we've done. Blends in the morning. Blends in the morning. Blends in the morning. Yes, good morning. We're trying here. Little quick one today. Figured I'd record the blend. I'm gonna start her up. If I don't tighten up the bottom, it leaks. Sometimes I don't tighten it up and I end up pouring some stuff in and making a mess. Yeah, we'll do a quick one. Food Train Mike, little quick live. Got a few minutes here, half an hour. Figured I'd show you what we're gonna have for the early morning blend. Now this right here is the reminiscence of hydro water. Releases hydrogen ions into the water. I would recommend using Pierre or that other Pellegrino instead of tap water. Tap water known to cause kidney, liver, testicular, prostate, all kinds of cancers. Why? Because of all the leaching of the minerals and the piping. The pipes are full of toxicity. So anybody that has a home water system without a filtration is basically drinking death, which we all got to do because we can't afford it. So what are we going to do? So anyways, here's the hydro water with the death tap water. With we got 2 grams of malic acid up in there. Kidney killer, liver killer, prevents kidney stones, gallstones, the whole 9. Get your malic acid. Put the malic up in there. We got a couple tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. We got the hydro water, a little lysine. We're going to pour her in. I'm going to turn the water on because I'm going to need a little bit more. I'll take you with me. We're going to turn that water on. We'll need a little more, but remember that tap water is full of toxicity. So if you don't have that home filtration system on it, you're kind of playing with fire. All right, so we got 1 lemon. I'm getting weak. Normally I'll do 1.5, but these lemons are getting tough. My blender, actually my blade, I got this blender. It was a great gift for my parents for Christmas, but the blade is already getting dull, so I might have to ask for another blender for Christmas. Might have to get a blender every Christmas. I need a real commercial one, but those are probably wicked expensive. But it's still working good. It's just not blending as as good as it could, probably, just because these things take a lot out of it. So we're gonna do a whole lemon. That's right, everybody. Whole lemons in the morning. All right, work on that definition. All right, so we got a whole lemon. We're gonna cut that like that. And we're gonna, I just cut them in fours, makes it easier to blend. It's kind of nasty doing this on an empty stomach, but we're gonna try our best. So we're gonna put one in. As you can see, I like to start small, so we're gonna go two. All right, now you can see the good looking me, not the blendee. Oh, oh, oh. Yes. Yes. Well, I'm sorry, Scotty Johnson, if you can't see. Nothing I can do for you, baby. But if you can see, we're making a blend. Please subscribe if you're having Food Train Mike in the house early this morning. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to take a clove of this garlic. Look how nice. I only got one clove left. I forgot to pick up some yesterday. It sucks. Look at how nice and purple that is in there. So, looks like a mushroom right here. Shroom. Shroom. Look at that. It looks like a shroom, everybody. Garlic, but it looks like a shroom. Or I'd eat it all. Alright, so we take our garlic. Garlic in the AM, everybody. This is straight edge cooking right here. Straight edge cooking. Alright, so we're going to take that. Now, we got that garlic here, right? This garlic's pretty moist. Sometimes it's hard to get the... Now, you want to let that garlic sit 10 to 15 minutes once you cut it or once you chop it. I'm not going to do that, and I'm only going to use... That might even be a little much. But we're going to chop up a little bit of that. This goes in raw, folks, and it makes it even more disgusting. But, you know, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. You know, a lot of times life is filled with things we don't want to do, but we do them anyways, right? So why doesn't that work with health then? We get up, we go to work, we don't want to do that. We mow lawns, we don't want to do that. We clean rugs, we vacuum, we do all kinds. We do dishes, we take showers. All kinds of stuff that we really don't want to do, but we do it anyways because we are blending Food Train Mike in the AM with the blendation of love. Everybody on watching, subscribe up, hit the likes, do what you got to do. I don't care about the like, just sub up if you can. Definitely will be appreciating it. Oster. This baby right here. I still got the box. It's working real good. It's just the blade. You know, the whole lemons really take a toll, the skin. So I mean, it blends pretty good, but like I said, it's not blending as proficiently as it probably could be. So we're gonna cut some of this garlic up, right? I do it kind of cheap. I should have a garlic press, which I don't have. So we're just going to cut it up like that. Alright. I can get the brand and model in just 1 second. Oh, that'll be perfect. I'll let you know that model in a minute. Let me just get this blend going. Replacement blades will be great. I'll let you know the exact model. I should have thought of that. Alright, everybody, well, we got the garlic cut up good enough. You see that garlic there? I'm going to show it to you real. You see that? That's all raw, alright? Now let's get this blendation going, alright? Let's put another one in here. quarter at a time, it blends it easy. I would also look into your methane blue as well. Very important pinnacle right here. Now this methane blue, I'll tell you right now, I've been using this one. Alright, 4 to 5 drops of this one equals the darkness in urine to this one of 2 drops. This has definitely got to be, this is probably pretty legit. A lot of methane blues could be fish oil. You need a legit one. I got this one on Amazon. It's like 10 to 20 bucks. It's a real legit one. So you may want to look into your methanes. A lot of controversy on it, but in my opinion, they're damn good. One more here. Okay, keep that on smoothly. Now, how I clean my veggies or my food, a little apple cider vinegar, a little white blue. We got this a red plum, black plum, black plum, black plum. Alright, now listen. Normally I get blueberries, I put the berries up in there. Actually, I've been doing just lemons and limes, but it's been kind of pungent. So we're going to try something different. A little apricot here, we're going to add a little bit of that. Now we're going to add that water in there. Now we're going to have a full mason jar chock full of water. That's where it gets tentative, because this gets tough to drink it up all in there. Alright, that model on that blender is, oh crap. Now, I don't know the model. I just know it's a 1500 watt extreme professional blender. It's an Oster. I gotta probably look for the directions, but if I search Amazon, I'll be able to detect this model. So I can figure that out. I don't know what I did with the. It's not saying me the. There's no model on that, but that could be located. All right, so now we've got the plums up in here. Half this half we've got. It's gonna go in here. That apricot, about half the apricot will be good. Save the other half. I gotta get crazy. Now we're gonna take this lime. What I like to do is cut it in half. Sucks, I forgot my other knife. sucks. My other knife that's sharper is upstairs, so I barely could cut that damn lime there. Yeah, unfortunately, hold on, let me see something. No directions on that. Alright, well, now garlic goes in. Yeah, I'll have to figure out that, but I'll look on Amazon and try to locate the blender, get the model. I don't know what I did with the directions. I don't have time to look now. Sucks. On limited time. Alright, that garlic, all that, going in. Oh, yeah, they might be universal. Alright. Yeah, this one's just an Oster Extreme Mix Professional Blender with the plastic carafe. Alright, so garlic's in. We got a whole lemon, and this is what it looks like. Whole lemon, disgusting. Look at that. I'm not gonna lie, while that blends, well, we're gonna do something for ourselves. Yes, yes. Now, if everybody's doing well today, Food Train Mike. You know, we try to do a quick live in the AM. You know. Hey, all right, Robert, welcome. Love you guys from Australia. Got a few of you on. Please sub. Please subscribe. Food Train Mike. I do food ASMR. Right now, we making the early morning blend. I'll go over that in 1 minute. Just give me a second here. I'm letting it blend up pretty good. I think you can probably hear me. All right, then yeah, I'll need one for the pro. Well, we'll get into that in a minute. Hey, what's up, Ryan? Yeah, today I'm making a blend. I got a little bit of time. Shout out to Robert. Please subscribe from Australia. Love my comrades from Australia. I got a few on here. Always wanted to visit Australia. It seems beautiful, the outback. You know, I know it's a dangerous. I know the oceans and stuff can be treacherous, but you know, dangerous. But I still would like to view it. You know. But yeah, this live stream is just a blend, Ryan. But I'm just taking a second here, and we're gonna get back to the blend in a minute. Just try to let it blend up, you know. Hold on a minute. Robert, not bad. Thank you so much. Not bad, my man. Not bad. So, basically what I did here, I try to get all organic ingredients. So I got a whole lemon, chopped up, skin and all. Extreme Mix Professional Blender. So I would call it professional. Yeah, extreme. Says Extreme Blender. Oster Extreme Mix Blender. You probably find that if you threw it in. But yeah, Robert, life's all right. Not bad. So I get. Oh, my bad. All right. So so basically, we got a whole lemon in. We got a whole black plum. We got close to half an apricot, clove of garlic, and 1 lime. now this is the finisher here. This is the finisher. Now this is one of the most important things you can do. One of the most important things you can do. Don't let it fail you and don't skip it. You take your paprika. Now you got your paprika here. Now, what we do with the paprika is we put in a tablespoon. So this is a half teaspoon. We got one teaspoon, 1.5. We got 2. Now we'll do 2.5 today. Got 2.5 teaspoons of paprika that go in there. Now this is really what makes it rough. Oh, all right, Robert. Well, do me a favor if you want. Leave me a message on my latest video, and then I'll be able to check out your channel, and I can sub you. I'm going to take a little of this Ceylon cinnamon. Recommend the Ceylon if you're going to be using a lot of it. However much that was, just went right in. Probably 1.5 teaspoons. Maybe a teaspoon. All right, now we're going to blend it up. Now we got the mason jar. Let's check out how it blended. Let's check it out. Gets a little pulpy, but you know, it's about what we can do. You know what I mean? You know, definitely don't like juicing because that just makes it glycemic. But when you blend it up, you got all the fiber, the seeds. It's not glycemic. When you juice, it's just sugar. I mean, it's good because it's juice, but it's much better blending everything. So now we got all that. Look at that full jar. Oh God, this is gonna be freaking rough. Okay, now the killer. Well, not the killer, but the kicker. Olive oil always has to be expensive, everybody. As a poor man like myself, I spend $25 if I can on a bottle of olive oil. You know, just to be funny here. But yeah, no, olive oil, organic, one source. All right, Robert, thank you. Yeah, please subscribe, man. I'll sub you up as well. I'm going to put 2 tablespoons raw up in here. You know, everything's raw. You know, I don't really cook. I mean, you know, not much. But I'm saying yeah. So I try to just get the raw stuff in this way. Matter of fact, give you an example. I opened this olive oil on 6/22, and it's down to here already. So in less than a month, I've drank in all this. It's a lot of olive oil raw. All right. And here's my thing to stir it. ASMR Mix, how you doing? If you're not a sub, please do. Food Tray Mike. We're just doing a little morning blend on an empty stomach right now. I worked out about an hour today. Did some squats with the barbell. Did some ham raises with the dumbbell. 5 sets of squats, 4 sets of ham raises. And then I rode the exercise bike very hard for 30 minutes, 29 minutes. Heart rate was well into the 170s. And I was riding a heart rate of 150 probably for a good 5, 6, 7 minutes. All right, let's get this down. So here we go. It's warm. That see, it makes it even worse. That actually blended good. It's spongy. Oh, God, it's gross. Oh, God. Oh, God. That's not looking good, guys. That's a tough one. It's a tough one. It's a tough one to bring it down. And after the blend, I'm going to kill the live because I got a few other things I got to do real quick. But I did just want to come on, show the blend. I figured I'll just do the live while normally I listen to music while I do this, but I wanted to get a live in, I guess. So, excuse me. So anyways, anybody, if you can, please sub up. Here it is. Let's go for another swig. Oh, God. Oh, boy. Sorry, I'm not a fan of fruits. I'm not a fan of vegetables. I'm a fan of junk and processed food. I try my best. My diet lacks, but I do try to get the nutrients in. I should diet better. I know how to diet or eat right, I should say, but I'm lazy. Just being honest with everybody, I get to a certain point, and sometimes easy things become harder, while harder things become easier. If that makes any sense to you. The revolver of life, everybody. The revolver of life. Well, here we go. Almost down. All right. Yeah. Okay. So ASMR mix, my man. What we got in here is we got a whole lemon, cut up, whole lemon. I cut it in half and then I cut it into 4, so it's 8 pieces together. Throw it all in the blender. Then I take a lime and I cut the skin off the lime, throw it in the blender. I took a black plum, just cut it up, threw it in the blender. There's a little piece of it. Probably could have used that part. And then I took half of this apricot, a little less than half. I threw that in. A clove of garlic went in there. 2 tablespoons of real olive oil, 1 sourced olive oil went in there. And then I did up 2.5 teaspoons of some nice organic paprika. And whatever was left of the Ceylon cinnamon I had. Now, I also have malic acid in there and some apple cider vinegar that was left over from an earlier drink. And we always use the hydro water. So you can find this on Amazon. You can put Pellegrino in here. You can put Pierre in here. You can put bottled water in here, tap water, whatever you want. You hit the button. You may want to hit the button for 2 or 3 times. Gets the hydrogen ions in the water, and supposedly it's real good for you. I don't know, supposedly, but... And then, we got the methane blue I recommend. Matter of fact, let's throw a couple drops of the blue in. Now, see, the methane blue, there's a lot of controversy on the blue. Whoops, a little more than I wanted. But they say it nourishes mitochondria. So now we all know mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, right? We all know in many cancer cases the mitochondria gets damaged and cancer occurs. We know in many diseases, matter of fact, probably 99.9% of diseases out there, in metabolic syndrome, everything, the mitochondria gets taxed and destroyed. So now, if this is going to feed the mitochondria and make that mitochondria stronger, then how can it be anything but a benefit? Now, I've been using this for months. I don't have a kidney problem, thank God. I don't have no adrenal problem, no nothing. The amount of salt, the amount of sugar, the amount of water, the amount of pesticides in our food, the amount of chips that we eat, the amount of candy that we eat, the amount of food out that we eat, the amount of shit we put in our body is going to tax your kidney, liver, adrenals, etc., way more than any of this could ever do. And if you start off with a drop or 2, you go to 10 to 15, and you do it for a few days a week, you have no problems. You're drinking blends like this, you're keeping yourself hydrated, you're not going to have a problem. Like I said, your chips, your candy, your salt and your sodium are going to ruin your kidneys and your adrenals more than any of this will ever do. Not to mention the pesticides in our food and the soil. Everything's contaminated, so that means that everything that we have is just, we're playing Russian roulette. So we got a little bit of that methane up in here. Them Perk 30s are butter, my brother. Hector, please subscribe. I'm always down with a Perk 30. And I'm not going to lie, Perk 30s, I'm no straight edge, Hector. I had my fun, but I always love Percocets with alcohol. You cannot beat taking perks and drinking. You can drink so much, get so much energy, and you feel like you're on a low-grade ecstasy pill. I used to drink with Ritalin. I used to do some ecstasy back in the day. I'm a big 420 guy. Welcome to the show. Please subscribe. Food Tray Mike, we doing a fruit live. We're doing a quick live with a fruit blend, empty stomach. We added the methane blue. I'm just here to show you how to live while having fun. If you want to party and play hard and have a good time and eat like shit, you got to put this stuff in your body because it's going to do something. You know, there's stuff out there saying, hey, it may not, it may, but Food Tray Mike, we ain't all about that straight edge life. Screw that shit. We like to have fun. And upon having fun is having fun, making it in the sun. The sun ain't shining yet, but it will be. So everybody, enjoy this Monday. Food Tray Mike up in the cut. Please sub up. Don't worry about liking. Could give a crap about that. I just want the subs and the views. I thank you so much. All right, Alan M. Have a good morning. I'm backing out pretty soon too. I gotta wash this stuff up and got a few errands to run today. But thank you for watching, and I'll be in touch. We'll be in touch on the lives. Hector, I'm glad you chimed in. Please subscribe. Food Tray Mike in the house. I do food ASMR, gum ASMR. I did do some sign language, but that doesn't seem to get many views. So let's finish down the blend. And remember, your paprika is very good for the heart and the cardiovascular system. So that's why I put almost a tablespoon in there. Final step. Now here we're gonna grab our pills, Hector. Our pills. We got our empties here, Hector. Or is the way they Tony Montana said it on Scarface. Well, that was his name, right? Tony Montana, right? Hector, right? Hector. I love the way he said Hector. Remember that in Scarface when he's like Hector. But Hector, I'm glad you chimed in, man. Always good to have new people on. Always appreciate it. Last thing we're gonna do here is we got essential oils. We're going to do an oregano. We're going to do a peppermint. If anybody suffers from heartburn or acid reflux, this is a great combination, especially the peppermint oil. You can do lemon and tangerine and omit the oregano if you wanted, and it's great for heartburn. And I get heartburn, and I will burp this stuff up. So by putting, hold on, I'm going to drop of oregano. I put it in that drop of oregano, and then we're gonna go 3 here. We're gonna go 3 there. I gotta order some of that, damn it. And that's expensive too. All right, it's like $30 for that peppermint oil. All right, so there it is. Oil in. So I'm showing you all that I'm basically drinking everything I'm talking about. But yeah, that's kind of how you do it. All right, we're going to cap that up. All right, guys, hold on. I just got to wash my hands. And another thing too, everybody, you know, remember these blends are very good for kidney, adrenal, and liver health, which makes it even more, it makes it even better. You know, when all is said and done, and if you're taking something that you drink some simple water, but now you got all this good stuff in there, it just makes it far, far more better. Well, I lost everybody. We started strong. Appreciate y'all, and let's just finish it down. Finish it down, everybody. We did pretty good. All right, I'll be back.